Okay. Okay, folks, we're live. Um, there's a thing going around about Turning Point USA. Yeah. Now there are some people that are pretty much capitalizing on Charlie Cook's death, and and the thing is, um, now this could be another money issue because, like Project Veritas, Turning Point USA had investors, bringing money in this organization, and uh, it came out that Charlie Kirk was cutting ties with Israel, and now since his passing, since his death, Turning Point USA is bringing in pro-Israel people, officials, and it's getting really nasty, like really fucking nasty. Um, Now Kenneth Owens needs to be very careful because Turning Point USA has been around for a long time. Started when Charlie Kirk was 18 years old. Started out, and like, dude, came out pretty big. Now, very smart guy, very intelligent guy, would completely debate it. At the end of the day, you know, yeah. But Kenneth Owens, um, again, needs to be careful what she's saying because um, now the thing is, she's coming up with stuff that certain people are involved, and if the family of Tyler Robinson did come forward and say that they don't believe their son did it, now the thing is, um, there is a lot of questions. A lot of questions, It it looks like that Turning Point USA is covering up somebody. Now, we all saw someone take down the camera and handed took out the SD card and handed the camera to somebody else while trying to get the SD card. Now, SD cards can hold a lot of information. Depends on what size SD card you put in the camera. I think that the reason why they took the camera, that maybe the camera caught something, because maybe the way it was set up, that it might have caught something. Maybe, I don't know, but I would definitely think that the camera behind Charlie Kirk caught something. I think the reason why they took it down. But the thing is, um, there needs to be further investigation on that, because um, I think that there were some issues there. Some issues there, Um, like somebody at Turnpoint USA might be involved. We don't know, because the way it sounds and the way it looks, about money, but not just that, but also that Charlie Kirk cut ties with Israel. Um, Now there's a thing with Hamas and Israel, and now from what we got, Hamas is willing to go to um, the table and negotiate. And here's the thing: if Hamas is willing to go to the negotiation table, what about Israel? What about Netanyahu? Thing is, if the peace happens and it is successful, now my question is, if the peace treaty does go through and it pans out, and it is a good deal here, what happens if Netanyahu and Israel renege on the deal? Okay, now here's the thing: Trump is telling Netanyahu, don't bomb, stop bombing in Gaza. So there could be some supplies coming in for people that are starving. Food, water, blankets, medicine, you name it, the whole thing. And on the deal is that Hamas is willing to release Israeli soldiers, people too, and also hand over the bodies of the ones that were lost in the battle, but also who died in captivity. Now, one of the deals is that the Gaza Strip needs to be handed over to an independent party. Now, something tells me is that this deal is going to be a fuck you. You got played deal here. It has to do with Trump and Netanyahu talking about handing over Gaza to the United States. But be controlled by Israel, right? Because we all know that Netanyahu threatened China, right? Right? Yeah. And Trump wants the air base in Afghanistan. Now, we all know why. I may know why. Because Netanyahu accuses China for harboring Hamas dissidents. And so This needs to end. Both sides, look, there has to be a deal where if this deal goes through, if Hamas is willing to agree, Israel has at least agreed to hand over about 80% of Palestine back to the Palestinians, because what Israel's doing to Palestine is what our government did to the Native American Indians, here in the U.S. So um, there has to be that deal. There has to be that deal. But the thing is, I have that weird I have that weird feeling in my gut that Netanyahu is going to neg on the deal. Renege on the deal. This is from Chestnut Hill. It is tropical orange. Natural tropical orange flavored sparkling beverage with other natural flavors. Low calorie, sodium free, caffeine free, aspartame free. Now, Turning Point USA will never be the same again. Not because Charlie Kirk was assassinated. They're bringing in Israeli officials. Now, I don't think that they took him out because of Charlie Kirk and Cass Owens reuniting and shit. I think that it has to do with money. And not just that, but Charlie Kirk cutting ties with Israel. And it is insane. It is insane in a very huge degree here. And I don't think Tyler Robinson did it. Honestly, I don't, because the way how they caught the guy. Now they used a 30-06 round, okay, 30-06 round, and allegedly the rifle was a imported German Mauser with a lot of this Antifa transgender bullshit, on there. And now this is pretty much kind of like uh, planning the Martin Cocaine rifle that allegedly that Oswald used, which we all know that it was a German Ruger sniper rifle that allegedly was used to kill Kennedy. But the thing is, the coup de grace in the Kennedy assassination was James Files. He was on the grassy knoll that fired a fireball round, which is a high-powered handgun with a scope, and the round was called a fireball round. That one shot, it was a high-powered handgun with a sniper scope that had a sniper round, high-powered round that was used to fire, and it caught Kennedy right above the eye, about 2 inches above the eye, and now something does not add up right because the FBI is being shitty right now. The FBI is being shady right now, and the neighbor, the neighbor, they haven't talked to the neighbor anymore. Um, I mean, they need to talk to Tyler Robinson's partner. They can't find them. Can't find the person. And if they find this person and talk to them, maybe they could get some information that could pretty much either corroborate or debunk what we're being told, And but somehow, allegedly, the person left town or is in hiding. Now, um, but they're it's very fishy. Um, there's people that believe the FBI ain't telling any more stuff. I mean, they know more than what we're being told. You but the thing is, people need. I mean, we need to know more. We need to know more to understand that it's really very fishy. Okay, and I mean literally fucking fishy, man. Like really fishy, because it does not add up. Nothing. I mean, nothing sounds right. Okay, nothing sounds right. Because the thing is, see here. Okay, here we go. It does not add up right, man. It don't because the thing is, oh shit, it doesn't add up right because of what we're all being told here. And now Kenneth Owens is calling out a couple people, and a lot of her viewers are scared that because she's she's saying the right stuff right now. Right now, she's saying the right things right now, and some of her viewers are really terrified that she could be next. You know, and you know, now from what we're getting is that the Onion, the people of the Onion, which is a parody news. So, and another company wants to take over Turnpoint USA and just basically take over Charlie Kirk's likeness, take over Turn USA, and look, I've been a big fan of The Onion, and it's supposed to be this parody comedy, fake news, kind of a mockery news kind of thing, you know. Um, there's much more to what we're being told, you know. There's much more to what we're all being told, man. You know, honestly, yeah, I know. I think that there has to be much more to what um, out there. The legend assassin Tyler Robinson was in court today, and he has two new attorneys, very legit attorneys, and one from Anaheim, one from Frisco, and this is getting nasty, man. It is getting nasty. Now I mean, buck and nasty, man. You know. The question is Turnpoint USA covering up for Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin? That depends on who it really is. Um, I think that there's much more to this than what we're all being told, man. You know, honestly, I think I think there's much more than what we're all being told. To be honest, let's see here. Um, there's much more. Okay. Uh, you got one watching. Is there any messages here? Yep, so it's not. Now, there. I mean, somebody somewhere is pretty much cashing in on his death. Pretty much, you know. And a few people are pointing out his wife, which I ain't gonna go there because that's one hurdle I don't think I could jump. You know. Either that, or they're saying, well, a few people are saying, well, there's a good chance that she may have set it up because allegedly she was a part of was associated with Israel. She could have been uh, you know the one to set it up, the one to pick the person to fire the shot, or I mean whatever it is. But again, I'm not going to jump that hurdle. No, I'm not going to do that. She was a a she did a U.S. pageant, Miss America pageant. Um, but the thing is, I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to jump that hurdle with that. I just think that we all need to be careful because there are a few popping up left and right and shit about who's involved, who did it, whatever but I'm not going to jump the hurdle. I'm not going to jump the hurdle because I don't want I don't want my channel to be taken down. So I've been good so far. I've been good so far. I'm about 5 subs away from going live on YouTube. So I want to try to keep my channel intact. Um, and I want to be careful. Okay, be careful. So anybody out there who has those weird conspiracy theories or some weird whatever, be careful. Absolutely be careful. Okay. Be careful. I mean, like, literally be careful. Um, because Charlie Kirk's assassination was it was done. Uh, literally, and by who? Who organized it? I mean, basically, it's at the top. At the top. Who orchestrated it? Who are the ones that did the organizing the? Look, somebody at the top. So somebody that organized it. 3 people that were involved with it, and I mean, plus the structure that was built. Okay, they're also investigating that too. The structure that was built, um, the setup, um, like who did the setup, and who's the person that took the camera too? Because some tell me that either the FBI or Mossad might have that camera. You know, but more likely it's either in with the Utah with the FBI or the Utah State Police, and or maybe it's that person that took it down. Because right off the bat, they started to clean up the crime scene and shit. Took the cameras, SD cards, all that shit, man. Because in my opinion, I think the reason they did the camera because the camera might have caught something, might have because those cameras can't because the mine are pretty good, man, pretty good on catching 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 the sound, pretty much. But taking down the camera just for the SD card. And the person they're looking for the person right now. They're looking for the person that took the camera just for the SD card. And he ain't even he's not even found. You know, the person that took the camera for the SD card, the person has not been found yet. Casolan said that the guy talked to her and said the reason he took it down was for the SD card because whatever the camera caught may have been recorded onto the SD card. To me, that's obstruction of justice, man. That's interfering with tampering with evidence. Either it was ordered by the governor or somebody at the school. All right, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and end this feed. Um, my name is Reverend Ordo, spelled REVANORDO. If you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. Peace out. Godspeed. God bless.